Imagine, a renowned artist, a brutal murder, a toddler left alone in the house. And for nearly 30 years, no one is brought to justice, until one small trace of DNA finally cracks the case. Today we dig into how one washcloth changed everything in the cold case of Robin Warr Lawrence. On November 20th, 1994, in Springfield, Virginia, 37-year-old Robin Warr Lawrence, mother, artist, graduate of the prestigious Carnegie Mellon University, and designer of the first medal for the Martin Luther King Jr. Nonviolent Peace Prize, was found murdered in her home. She had returned home that evening. Soon afterwards, her husband was away on a business trip. Her body was discovered 2 days later, and here is the most heartbreaking detail. Robin's 2-year-old daughter, Nicole, had been alone in the house for nearly 2 days. Detectives believe the little girl, in a heartbreaking attempt to help her mother, had been placing bloody tissues and baby bottles around the body. The crime scene was harrowing. Robin had suffered multiple stab wounds, defensive wounds, her phone cord was cut, and there were signs of a violent struggle. Valuables were found at the scene, so robbery was quickly ruled out. The investigators believed the killer was someone she may have known. The case was instantly baffling, no clear motive. While investigators initially focused on Robin's husband, Ollie, due to an affair, his alibi checked out. He was away on a business trip. With no suspect and a killer who vanished into the night, the case went cold for decades, leaving Robin's family with only a primal anguish, as her mother described it. Cold case detectives Melissa Wallace and John Long decided to try the latest technology, investigative genetic genealogy. They sent the DNA found at the scene to Parabon Nanolabs, and this is where the story gets really interesting. Parabon analyzed the DNA and gave the case a 0 solvability rate. The DNA only matched relatives that were 4th, 5th, and 6th cousins, too distant to build a usable family tree. Essentially, they told the police, "You don't have the time or money for this." But a hero entered the story. A police volunteer and amateur genealogist named Liz. Liz took the case on pro bono, on her own time. For 3.5 years, she painstakingly worked that distant family tree, tracing ancestors back to Canada, until she linked 2 separate lines of relatives. That connection led her to one person, one name, a descendant of that original couple, Stephen Smirk. Who was Stephen Smirk? He was a computer programmer living a seemingly ordinary life in upstate New York, married to a defense attorney, with 2 kids in high school. He had no rap sheet, not even a speeding ticket. Detectives like Melissa Wallace thought, "There's no way this is our guy." But Smirk was a former soldier who had been stationed in the area at the time of the murder, and when detectives found his 16-year-old yearbook photo, the puzzle pieces snapped into place. It bore a striking resemblance to the DNA phenotyping composite, the facial sketch created from the genetic material. Detectives paid Smirk an unannounced visit. He was cooperative, not denying anything and not asking any questions. Stephen Smirk confessed.
911, the address of your emergency.
I'm actually here to turn myself in for a cold case crime.
You're here to turn yourself in?
Well, they collected DNA, so it's
Okay,
only
what's your last name?
For 30 years, Smirk had lived a double life, raising his family while Robin's family was left with unimaginable grief. Robin's daughter, Nicole, now an adult, had the task of notifying the rest of the family that her mother's killer had finally been caught. Smirk was arrested and charged with the murder of Robin Lawrence. For the family, the long nightmare is finally moving toward a resolution. Though, as Robin's sister stated, "How is it that he could live his life with his family when he blew up our family 30 years ago?" Investigators believe the DNA match, the blood on the washcloth, provided the critical link. The odds that it was not his DNA, 1 in over 7 million. In April 2024, Smirk was indicted by a grand jury for first-degree murder. A plea deal was accepted, and in March 2025 he was sentenced to 70 years with possibility of parole. While the family had hoped for a full trial, the plea guaranteed accountability. Robin's niece and sister spoke publicly.
A loss for me was just so tremendous because it was just so close to me.
She was a good person and she didn't deserve what happened to her.
Relief mixed with the understanding that the pain doesn't simply vanish. Robin's legacy endures through her powerful artwork and the memory of a life cut far too short. Her family described her as creative, exuberant, a mother with a bright light. This case is a powerful testament to the dedication of cold case detectives and the incredible power of genetic genealogy. It shows that even a case given a 0 solvability rate can be cracked by one person who just wouldn't give up. Let me know what you think of this incredible breakthrough in the comments below. What does this case tell us about the future of cold case investigations? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into solved and unsolved cases. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.